So people have asked me, why did you run for governor? And the interesting answer here is that I have a before I ran answer and an after I ran answer. Before I ran, it was mostly driven by the mishandling of the COVID crisis in my state of Nevada. I thought that was not being handled very well by the then governor and actually the whole state apparatus of management. So I felt that, if this is going to be with us, we need somebody who knows, understands this area pretty well and can make decisions based on a lot of analysis, listening to all sides, and then do what's best for the people of the state. After I ran, I realized that more importantly to me, it was about governance. It wasn't about politics. So this weird process was going on as I was running, where when I would talk about politics, I'd find myself slightly uncomfortable because it's just some things that, it's scoring points on other people, and it's trying to dig and whereas all I really cared about was what excited me when I was talking was making the state of Nevada the best run state in the country with regards to its government, to give our constituents, whether they voted for me or not, the best service they can get from the state. I was going to look at every other state and see every state that's successful at what, and I was going to copy it within our state. So it was all about just making the people's lives better in my state. Perfect example, DMV. I was going to make the DMV experience something that people actually enjoy. Exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Licensing, growing businesses, small business and support, schools, anything that would make people's lives better that the government can do is what I wanted to do. And that's really, really what drove me, ironically, after. And that explained to me why I spent so much time in the campaign talking about governance and good governance and best governance and top of the line governance rather than, a political issue that, people are going to argue about forever, and it's not going to make any difference. I do have very strong thoughts about many things. They're not political, they're mostly American. And I think the American dream, the Constitution, again, everything that makes this country great. But at the end of the day, I think what I wanted people to know was this was about service to our constituents, and I would have loved to have that happen and show the rest of the 40 other states that, it's possible to turn things around sometimes and make them better, and never accept where you are. Always try to be better, right? I discussed something about the weakest link before, and whatever the weakest link in government service was going to be, I was going to fix, and we're going to move on to the next one, the next one, the next one. Anyway, so that's why I ran. And that's why whatever I do in the future that might be political is going to be focused on service, not politics.